Hello, thank you for joining me. This is Haley with Haley's Designer Wigs in Mesa and Scottsdale, Arizona. I wanted to show you guys today what's in my alteration kit. As a wig professional, I do a ton of sewing and a ton of altering. Almost every woman that comes into my shop needs some degree of altering on the cap to just make that cap fit her perfectly. My goal is always for people's wigs to fit them like a glove. I never want anyone to feel like their wig is a generic fit. So I wanted to show you guys the type of items that I use to give the best fit and feel to the wig. So let's open this little baby up. And we'll just start with some of the items that I use and the reason why I use them and how they benefit the client. So first we're going to talk about the silicone sheet here. This is a product that I purchased from John Renault, and it comes in 2 different sizes. I usually buy a pretty big piece because I go through it fairly quickly. This is a really cool silicone sheeting, and as you can tell, my piece is all cut up because I use it all the time. What I often like to do is on the top of the wig, if the client doesn't have any hair, I use a nice little piece of the silicone and I sew it into the top. It can even be a monotop or a machine top. It doesn't matter how the wig is made, but it gives it that sticky little feel to where it kind of warms up to your body temperature and it helps to stay down. You can also apply tape and glue onto the silicone sheeting. So this is really a really nice little luxury product that you can put into the wig to help it stick on your head better and to allow you to use other adhesive methods. So that's a really important product that I use. Next, we have got several colors of thread. In this kit, I've got black, more black, we've got beige, we've got clear. Clear thread is for sewing things into the monotop. So anytime that I'm trying to sew a couple clips into a monotop, of course you don't want thread that's going to show. So you use that clear fish line style thread. Also, if the lace is too wide on a client and it's kind of gapping or bubbling, I can tighten up the little corners of the lace with that clear thread, and it helps it to lay flush onto the client's forehead. So that's a really good product as well. I tend to try and use the right color in someone's wig that's going to match the inside of the wig when I do an alteration. So any type of sewing, I like to use the right color for the cap so that it'll look more natural. Like I don't want it to look like an arts and crafts project. I like the wig to look really flush, really clean, and really nice, you know, professionally done. So we've got our different various threads. We've got a measuring tape. Measuring is hugely important with wigs. I always measure every client's head pretty much right when they sit down in my chair while we're chit-chatting, getting to know them better. I like to measure their head. Knowing how big wigs are from the bang to the nape or the circumference ear to ear, that allows me to see, okay, this gal has, you know, is an inch petite from here to here. We're going to need to alter that wig a little bit. So having a measuring tape really helps you to do things accurately and get the best results for the client. We've also got a variety of needles, and of course you're going to need lots of needles when you're sewing clips, sewing combs, altering the cap. You're going to use your needles all the time. We've got a variety of sizes of clips, lots of different colors and sizes of clips to sew into people's wigs. Let me show you the most common places where you sew clips into wigs, and take this little wig off and I'll just show you. So what I like to do, if a client has a lot of hair, or if their hair is short but very soft and kind of slippery, the wig is oftentimes going to slide back on them throughout the day. You don't want to look in the mirror later on and say, oh my heck, my wig is a freaking inch behind my hairline. So sewing clips up here is really a good thing to do. So I'm going to show you where I sew the clips on. So if we go into the inside of the wig, we've got the 2 velvet lined ear tabs right here and right here, and that is where we like to sew clips onto the wig. You would sew them on each ear tab kind of higher up, and you want to face your clip inwards so that as you're putting the wig on, the clip slides into the hair and scoops in some hair, and then you just pop it closed. So clips on the ear tabs are a really common alteration that I do. Also, you can apply clips down to the nape. You can apply a clip here and a clip there. Here's the thing, you guys, you never put one clip anywhere. You always put 2 clips. You want to have 2 points of contact so that the clip can't wiggle. If you only put 1 clip, the wig's going to shift and the clip's going to wiggle and the clip's going to pull out some of your hair or your client's hair. That's not acceptable. We're looking to save people's hair, not damage their hair. So you're always going to put two clips next to each other for a more supportive feel. We also have combs. These are little tiny combs. They've got 7 teeth on them. It's about 1.5 inches tall. And these little combs can be sewn into many places on the wig. You can sew the comb into the nape. With combs, you can just use one because they're less damaging, and that will scoop into the client's hair and not allow the wig to creep up. So combs we can put on the nape. We can put a comb on either ear tab to help it stay in place. You can put combs up into the crown of the wig if you choose to, but the most common places to put them are on the ear tabs again and whoop, down there at the nape. So that's the combs. We use those all the time to help the wig stay on the client better. We've got lots of different elasticy stretch. So there are alterations to make a wig smaller or bigger using elastic. So let's say that you need to make the wig bigger. Let's say that it's a wefted wig. You're going to cut along the outer circumference of the wig and sew in the coordinating color of the elastic onto the sides of the wig to make it more stretchy. The best place to do that is behind the ear of the wig. That way it's not visible to anyone, nobody sees it, and then the elastic is nice and soft on the back of the ear. So elastic is a really important tool that we use to alter wigs. And then, last but not least, actually I have a few more things to show you, but one of the important things I use a lot is this nail glue. This is how you put on those little glue-on nails. But I love this nail glue, which is also like a super glue, to repair lace tears. So when the lace starts shedding, shredding, tearing, ripping, it'll just get worse if you don't do something to fix it. So I always apply a thin little line of that nail glue to prevent any kind of further tearing on the lace. And that'll really save your wig. One other thing that I keep in my kit are the Jon Renau lace pinking shears. Put back on my wig anyways. So the pinking shears give the lace an imperfect hairline, and that looks really good in comparison to a perfect hairline. Nobody's hairline is like perfect, like it was cut with a ruler. Okay, we want that imperfect look with a variety of points and recessive areas on the hairline. So I like to customize the lace using these Jon Renau lace shears. Alright, and then one other thing that I have in my kit is a pair of Revlon tweezers. Revlon tweezers are so sharp, they work really good, and they're about half the price of the Tweezerman tweezers. Of course I love Tweezermans, but at home I use those, at work I use Revlon. So I like to be able to tweeze out some hairs either out of the part or out of the lace front to kind of make a slightly receding temple area on the wig. Sometimes the lace front is a little bit too dense and it doesn't look as natural on the client. So being able to tweeze little hairs to provide a customized look is an important part of the alteration process and makes a wig look more natural for each client. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today because alterations are something that are important to me. I think that they make wigs look a lot better. And I turn to my alteration kit all the time, so I just wanted to show it to you guys and show you what's in here. Alright, if you guys ever have any questions about altering wigs, or even if you live out of state and your wig is big, it's gapping, you can feel this extra wiggle room, I'd love to alter your wig. So feel free to mail it to me. Phone number is 602-698-5788, and I look forward to speaking with you and taking great care of you. Thank you. Have an awesome day.